Hey, what's going on, guys? Mr. D's here, and just bringing you guys another video about nunchucks. I'm going to show you a couple different combinations that you will see between chase 1 and chase 2, and then at the end of it, give you a couple drills that you guys can do to work on your nunchucks at home. Alright, so we're going to start with just one nunchuck today. The first combination I want to go over is going to be a half set, okay? So we start with the nunchuck in our right hand, and we're just going to bring it over hip, hip, up, and catch. Alright, that is a half set. One more time. Hip, hip, up, and catch. Okay? And you can string those together. Hip, hip, up, hip, hip, up, hip, hip, up, hip, hip, up, and then when you're ready, you just catch. Okay? Again, that is called a half set. Now, the next combination you'll see is going to be a full set. Right? And that is going to go hip, hip, up, figure eight, and catch. Okay? Again, hip, hip, up, figure eight, and catch. Right? That's a full set. Now, you will see these put together in chase 1 as a full set, half set, or a half set into a full set combination. So I want to show you what that looks like. Again, this is a half set into a full set combination. You're going to go hip, hip, up, and then right into hip, hip, up. Again, hip, hip, up, figure eight, catch. Okay, one more time, half set into full set, hip, hip, up, figure eight, catch. Okay, great. Now, the next combination is going to be the reverse. So you're going to go full set into a half set, right? So we go hip, hip, up, figure eight, behind the back, over the shoulders, hip, hip, up, down. Right? That was a full set into a half set. One more time. Hip, hip, up, figure eight, behind the back, over the head, hip, hip, up, and down. Right? That's the next combination you'll see in chase. Okay, so now another combination you will see is going to be a spinning full set, but all you're going to be doing with that is just the over the shoulder full set. Right? So what it looks like, we see it from a punch. So you go hip, hip, up, figure eight, catch, and then what you're going to see is you're going to see it start to spin. We are going to go behind the back as you step, and then over the shoulder, hip, hip, up, figure eight, catch. Okay, again, that's just an over the shoulder figure eight. So it would be hip, hip, up, figure eight, behind the back, over the shoulder, hip, hip, up, figure eight, catch. Okay, so that is a double full set, or two full sets in a row. So one full set into the second full set. Hip, hip, up, figure eight, behind the back, over the shoulder, hip, hip, up, catch. Okay. All right, guys, that covers one hand. Now I'm going to switch to a nunchuck, two nunchucks, one in each hand, two hands. All right, the first combination that we need to know is going to be double figure eight catch. All right, it's always going to start from an up position here. Okay, so if you're here, you're going to go up, and then you're going to do a double figure eight so one figure eight with both hands at the same time. Boom. Okay. Now a good drill here is to get used to doing this: double figure eight, double figure eight, double figure eight, down, up, down, up. So I'm going down, up, double figure eight, down, up, double figure eight, down, up. Okay. Now, after this is going to be a row the boat. This is the first time you see row the boat. Now, row the boat is notoriously hard to learn, but I promise if you put some time into it, it's not as bad as you think it is. Okay, so for double figure eight, we're also going to start up, row the boat. We're going to start up here, and we're going to pivot to the right, and our right hand is going to do a double figure eight down, up, a figure eight down, up, as our left hand just goes down, up. Okay, so we pivot, double figure eight, down, up, right? So I go figure eight, down, up, and while my right side is just doing it down, up, right? Boom. So they meet up at down. Boom. And then I pivot to the other side and I do it this way. Okay? Boom. Now, a good drill to do is to be able to do this with one hand, and then this with the other hand. And then also be able to do this. I know it sounds silly, but sometimes if you get going like this, you can pop off right into your row the boat. Okay? So that's called row the boat. Now the very last one I want to cover with you guys is going to be a flurry. And flurry also starts from up here like this. Right? A flurry just means two half sets put together. So you're going to go hip, 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 hip. Alright, so you guys will notice I'm just doing one full set right into another full set. And as I come up for one, I go hip for the other. So this is what I'm talking about. Hip, hip, and then as I come up, I go hip, right, at the same time. Pop, 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 pop. So both my hands get to moving at the same time. You can add a little sway into it, a little pivot, right here. This is the intense part of the form. And then you just finish up here. Now, I'm sorry, I thought I said the last one, but I have one more that we need to cover, and that's a double spinning full set. Okay, so for a double spinning full set, we're gonna start at our hips, okay? Your left hand, or your right hand is gonna go over your shoulder as your left hand goes hip, hip. As your left hand comes up, your right hand is gonna go hip. At this point, your left hand is gonna do a figure eight as your right hand finishes the figure eight, okay? One more time. We start at our hips. My right hand goes over my shoulder, left goes hip, 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 figure eight, and figure eight. Okay, guys? One more time, a little bit faster. Boom. You need to be able to do that from your hips. Good. Okay. Guys, this is all the combinations that you will see while you're performing chase 1 and 2. If you get these combinations down, learning chase 1 and 2 is much, much easier. I promise. So give these things a try, and please do not be afraid to ask any questions in our Facebook group. Right? If you're having trouble, record yourself, post it to the Facebook group, ask the questions there. It's a great resource. We need to start utilizing it as much as we can. All right, especially in this time. Talk to you guys soon. See you in class. Bye.